Okay, 7 semiconductor stocks to buy and start trading options on. As you probably already know, there is a shortage in semiconductors right now because of the COVID-19 factory shutdown, and they're trying to get caught up. So, and I've been looking at different semiconductor stocks. I've always invested in semiconductor stocks because of the technology technology is going up. So that's where a lot of the money is. And I've owned them for a while. I've traded them for a while, but here are 7 that I'm currently trading. And I think you should either own the stock in them if you can afford it, or trade the options like debit spreads or credit spreads. My first one is NVDA. I had this on the options play earlier also. So, and I've had it on options play a few times, and it's just keep making us money. I mean, we want to stick to something that's going to continuously making us money, and when it stops, we move on to something different. So, NVIDIA Corp right here is a great company with a lot of revenue. If you look at the financial summary, it's a lot of growth in this company. As you can see, income has always risen. They're having a great year this year with sales. Balance sheet is strong. Cash flow is strong. The stock, let's look at the chart of the stock. Stock is, look, it has always been, let me move this over so you can see it. It has always been a great stock to own. As you can see the chart, the 1 year chart, the 3 year, 5 year. I mean, this company has blew it out the chart. So it's NVIDIA Corp is something that you should own stock in and also trade options. So stick to it long term. Trade the options short term for the income, and try to hold on it to long term also. If you want to buy long calls or if you can afford it for your account. But yeah, make sure you have NVIDIA on your list also as a stock, as a top stock too. So I trade it left and right. It never it is always in my portfolio. So my next one is another one called AMD. I'm sure some of you've already heard of AMD. They're also recommended by bar chart as a strong buy. Let's look at their financials. Let's go down here. Financial summary. Finance is very strong. Look at all this growth that they having. Still a good year last year, even through COVID. Balance sheet is stronger with assets, cash flow. Let's look at the interactive chart to see how it's charting. Also another one that has risen. So let me move it over so you can see it. Yeah, this is another one also that has, the 5 year, 3 year. It has did perform really well. It has its putbacks and then its gains. So I expect it to continue to go up. So it's another one you should either own or have in your portfolio. So AMD is a great semiconductor stock. The next one is going to be AMAT, Applied Materials. It is also another great stock to own. Let's look at the income statement on it. Income statement is fine. There is still growth here. They had oh yeah, sales went up. They had one down year, but it went up. And look at the balance sheet. Balance sheet seems to be pretty strong. Cash flow is pretty strong. They had one not so good year, but other than that, yeah, 3.8 billion in cash. So it's another company that you should have on your list. Let's see. Let's also look at the interactive chart. Another one because I've traded and owned this also. So I've sold covered calls on this back when it was at this price. But yeah, look at it. It's steady moving up. It's another stock. It looks like it has some pullbacks. Let me move the screen over so you can see it over here. Yeah, it looked like it had a few pullbacks, but now it's trading in a round in a range like it won't move out a certain range. So you may want to do an iron condor on this one, or you can do bear credit spreads or debit credit spread. I mean bear credit spreads or put credit spreads on this to capitalize on that range bound movement. Yeah, but it's another stock that I will own because I do expect it to continue to rise. So, and the next one is a new one that I found recently. It's called KLA Corp, or ticker symbol KLAC. KLAC. And it also has a great interactive chart. If you look at it, look at this, it's really having a nice run, particularly that just started. Let's see, what date is this? Yeah, it just started last year, April. Well, yeah, around, it had a big dip, and then next thing you know, it just starts shooting up last year, and it's just been on a tear ever since. So let's look at the financials. Let's see what's causing this to rise like it is. Hold on, let's go here. Financial summary. Okay, yeah, they're really doing good at sales. So they're really doing real well as far as growth. So let's look at they do circuits. Let's see, circuits, printed circuit boards, flat panel displays. So they're doing extremely well. Cash flow, yeah, 2.1 billion in cash. So yeah, this company is actually a good one. And let's look at back at the interactive chart. Yeah, so the stock is really high right now. It's at 388, and they had a pretty good day today, rising 2.23%. So, and let's look at the unusual options activity. Let's see if we can find something. It's a little bit of volume, not a lot of volume there, but look, you can see someone decided to get the $400 call this week. So look, it's trading well. Just looking at some of the, let's look at the put call ratio. I just want to check that out. Still more calls being bought than puts. So yeah, Wall Street is pretty bullish on this one. So this is another one that you should have on your list, at least trading. You know, you do some good. Let's see the option prices to see where the options are priced. Good debit spreads. I'll do good debit spreads on this. Let's go 30 days out. Yeah, either debit or put credit. So put credit spreads. All right, and another one is Brooks Automation, and this one is another semiconductor stock that is really doing real well. Let's look at the financials. Financials pretty strong. You know, they're getting up there. They don't have $1 billion in sales yet, but they are getting close. They're at 897. So balance sheet is strong. Assets over $1 billion in assets. Cash flow. They look like they have a sort of a cash flow problem. So, but their sales are pretty strong, so they'll get that resolved. Their cash flow issues. So I can see that here. Yeah, they got some cash flow issues that they have to resolve. They was down 58% there. But other than that, it looks like a good trade. You know, I don't know about the stock because of the cash flow issues, but I would definitely look at the interactive chart. I'll just jump on a train of trading it. So look at that, yeah. And let's look at their option prices. I want to see how the option prices. So yeah, volatility is pretty high. So yeah, on this one, I see either iron condor or credit spread. Let me look at the credit spread screener to see how it's looking. There we go. So a little bit there at the bull put, but you got to look at different dates. Yeah, so yeah, it's a little bit there, a little, not enough. It's a little bit of volume. So yeah, I would do a put credit spread on this one. That's what's something I would do. I don't know about owning the stock, so, but you can. I mean, I don't see where it will drop to zero, but I don't like the cash flow issues with that. But other than that, yeah, it's a good trade. The next one is going to be Texas Instruments. Texas Instruments, you know, they've been around for a long time. So, and I think they do I'm not 100% sure. I think they make the semiconductors for the automobile industry. But let's look at their financial summary. Look at the growth. So yeah, they don't have a lot of growth, but they still have a lot of assets and a lot of cash. They're sitting on a lot of cash, so it's a very stable company. And I believe, let's see if they pay a dividend. Do they even pay a dividend? Let's look at the profile. I'm not sure if they pay a dividend. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, they pay a dividend also. But yeah, on this one, I would own a stock, collect the dividend if you know, can. If also, I would, let's look at the chart. Chart has been tearing it up. Yeah, so you can buy some calls on this. Look at that. Look at this trending up. So this would be something I would buy either stock or calls in. And yeah, I like it. And another one is an ETF that I've owned for many years. It's called PSI. I've owned this and it's been really good. Owning this ETF, I still own it, still own shares in it. And let's look at the interactive chart of this ETF PSI. And it's been good. Yeah, it's been good. It's been going up. So that company Investco, I think they make another ETF, Semiconductor. I'll look at that in just a second. And let's see. Let's look at the profile. Let's see if we got any, if we can see the portfolio listing. I know they have NVDA and all of those companies inside this ETF. I'm just seeing if I can see the portfolio. So there we go. Most of what I just discussed is inside this ETF. So if you want to buy all of those stocks I just named, pretty much just buy this ETF. You can get NVIDIA, the KLA Corp, Broadcom, Analog Devices, Applied Materials. Just I listed all of these. This is in this. So, and look at the interactive chart so you can see where this stock is actually going. Look at this. I think I've owned it for the last 5 years, and it provided me a return all 5 years. So, but it's a great stock to own, great ETF to own. And let's see if I can find this other one I want y'all to see that I've traded. You know, this is the leverage. These are leveraged type stocks. So they're very highly risky. I've traded this a few times, just buying a share, selling them, buying them. But it's also another leverage ETF. It's a leverage ETF. So you got to be careful with these, but it's because they can look how they just go up and down, up and down. Yeah, but it tracks the semiconductor market and trades it's supposed to be trading 3 times that amount because it's leveraged. And I'll go over leverage ETFs later, but this is another one too that let's look at the profile. Let's see if I can find anything on it. And look, okay, I have 0 holdings, but yeah, another leverage ETF. And they got it at a strong buy. So that is it. That's my list. If you have any other questions or concerns, just comment. Thank you for watching.